Hello, my name is Daniele, and I'm the co-founder of CleverChain. CleverChain is a RegTech that automates compliance at scale for most financial institutions and all companies that require to perform due diligence on their suppliers or on their customers. Financial crime is a big problem with over $4 trillion in illicit financial activity globally, which is increasing also over $1 trillion in just 2 years. So this is a big problem where all of the banks and financial institutions are spending over 100 billion pounds per year, but still have not been able to really mitigate the risk enough. And these also lead to significant fines that regulators apply to them. All of these also include significant customer friction that then delivers over 68% of applicants drop out due to too many requests. This problem is mainly due to three dimensions. The first one is finding the information about those entities. The data itself is very shallow, it's fragmented in multiple different silos. There are a lot of false positives due to the fact of name similarities. Over 90% of the work of teams often is spent to differentiate from information that are related truly to a customer from the one that are not. And all of these processes are very manual, so require analysts at scale that will perform the due diligence end to end. What is our answer? So we created a unified deep intelligence hub, fully automated, that is able to find more risk 10 times more than the current processes, but at the same time removing all of pretty much of the noise that is there. A typical review of a business customers takes over 40 hours in effort. This could be spread across multiple weeks while we're waiting for customers to provide required information. While the industry has been improving in the last few years, thanks to some new RegTechs, the problem is still very much live. But what we've been able to do is to really bring that time to a minimum, and in 3 minutes, we are able to perform an end-to-end due diligence that provides all of the information required, verified information to take very fast informed decisions. For us, it's very important that we apply trust in what we do, and that our customers know they can trust the decisions taken on this information. And for the reason, we work very closely with regulators. So we are part of the UK regulatory sandbox and also the Italian one. We won many awards, best know your business tool in the market for the last 2 years from Chartos, Data Insight and Support. We work with some of the major partners out there, and thanks to the FinTech Sandbox for introducing them to help us using the data in an efficient manner. And our products are already validated with some of the major customers out there, including one of the largest 5 banks in the world, one of the largest real estate companies in the world, and defense companies. So how the solution works is that our agent is able to automatically find the relevant data globally for each scenario, automatically verify the data is updated and correct, and then analyze the data in line with what a compliance expert will do with the data to allow them informed decisions based on a customer own risk appetite. So today we're looking now at a demo of our product Vera. From the tool, you can search any company in the world and find all of the information that are relevant for the specific use case. This is an exercise that is particularly difficult because it requires access to various sources of data, but then also analyzing the discrepancies, the quality of the sources to make sure that once the report is correct, is provided is correct, and you can trust the decisions that are made upon it. In particular, around companies, one of the most difficult parts is to find who is really behind the company, so-called ultimate beneficial owners that own or control over 25% of a company. And this is particularly difficult because many registries don't provide information about the shareholders. What we are able to do automatically is to combine over 300 company registries with the real-time online information, including annual report and official documentation, and connect all of the dots together to then identify who's really behind those companies, and then apply all the checks to identify the risk associated to all of the parties that are connected, and including then applying customization that are applicable to every own customer risk appetite. This in itself is a major problem in the market. As I say, over 90% typically of this type of checks were noise, so related to individuals that would have not been applicable. We have been able to remove all of the noise, applying a contextual analysis that explain why a person is or it isn't the person that we're looking at in comparison to the risk. Another element that we allow is then research on the report itself, so where it's possible to then do deep dives and investigate any additional information that are relevant to support that investigation. So thank you very much then for listening. If you're interested or curious to touch this with End and maybe run some free sample test, please get in touch. We will be very happy to speak with you, and have a good day.